Hi. Welcome to a stream. I just dropped this right in over here because, well, I'm not there yet. But I've been working on it. Let me see how far I am. We'll find out together. I haven't actually checked recently. 796 corridors. We've only got less than 100 left to go. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, no. Man, imagine if I hit yes. We would just not go down the corridor. That what we do tonight. Anyway, hi. I'm going to catch... we're playing Everhood because there's still a few more things I want to do. And one of them is get to the end of this hallway. Let me think what the other ones are. I'll catch up in chat in a moment. You may note they put in rocks so that you can't just leave your finger on the button and ignore it. You got to pay attention. That started in at like 530, something like that. And it's been random ever since then. Sometimes you get some empty hallways and you can just sit there and not pay attention. But anyway, I want to get to the end of this hallway. I want to... There's that fight against the higher beings in the forest right after you get your arm. I want to kill them because screw those guys. And I want to beat the cat god. Not just survive the cat god, but beat the cat god. I feel like I got pretty close. That's going to be the hardest thing we're undertaking tonight. And the last thing is getting the final ending, which is doing the same thing I did last time, but leaving Dr. Orange alive. Now, Dr. Orange is alive because this is a new save file that I just got back to this point with. I haven't killed anybody at this point. So, we're on track. Anyway, how are you? Never Ends in Everhood. It's true. That's probably what I should have named it. Some reference to that. But instead, I didn't because... I wonder if YouTube's working today. It looks like it is. It got fairly, like, not famous. That's not the word for it. Like, the word got around that YouTube accidentally banned English on that one day that we happened to try and use YouTube. So I'm pretty sure they figured out that they messed up that particular day and probably won't let it happen again, but you never know with this sort of thing. Who knows? Press F to doubt. It never hoods in ever end. That worked for now. It seems to be okay. It ends hood in Evermere. Ever never. Hello, it never. Endless corridor time. Corridor, so close to the end. Didn't someone calculate how many years this was in total from all the corridors? Did they? I'd be curious what that number was. I was thinking about counting every hash mark and then multiplying it by 888, which is the number of corridors in this corridor. And I didn't. Plus, you'd have to count the ones in Green Mage's room when you first came in, and I just didn't do that. But if you got that figure, I'd be interested in it. Do you want to do the beat cat god thing at the same time as you do the final ending thing? That's the plan, yes. The plan is go to the end of the corridor, then fight the higher beings. I spent a little time doing the song. Hang on a second. It's dead silent in here. I prepared a thing. Let me see here. I'm taking the Everhood OST Battles Only playlist from Maceface on YouTube, and I'm just going to play it in the background, and we'll see if it's too loud. Let me know how the sound balance is, because there's nothing to listen to in here. Anyway, what was I answering? I was answering a question. How loud is that? Is that good? Are we good? Is that really loud? You can't hear it at all. You can't hear it at all because I have that turned off. Oh, man, it's still silent for you, suckers. All right, hang on a second. There, and then there. Okay, and then we're going to turn this down just a little bit because I think it's a little loud. Just a little loud. Just a little loud. There we go. There we go. Now we have some music for while we're traveling. Yeah, the plan is to do this and then the higher beings and then the cat god and then the final ending. However long that takes. Hopefully not more than 4 hours. Two birds, one arm? Howdy, fellas. Hello! So, found out the Child of Light is apparently broken on PC. It's loud! Okay. How's that? Is that better? Now it's real quiet. That's too quiet. How about that? Is that good? Maybe that's good? Really loud. Still really loud. Well, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Too low. Now it's inaudible. Great. There's just no middle ground in my streams. No middle ground. This is all right. Cool. This is the thing with me trying to fix it when there's a couple seconds of stream delay all the time. This is good? Cool. Great. Let's see here. Child of Light is apparently broken on PC. What the heck? I wonder what happened. Is it just not made to stand up with modern processors? I guess that could happen. Maybe someone will put it on GOG at some point. 3,113,370 years. Wiki calculated the total for one wall is 1,556,685 years, but double that because the tally marks on the other wall. Gotcha. That's quite a few years. Attempting to no-hit Frog's Wrath earlier. How did that go for you? That sounds hard. This is good. No idea, but I've only played Shadow Light on PS4, so... Oh, there you go. Gotcha. I played the beginning of it on PC a long, long, long time ago. I feel like I only went, like, 2 corridors. I don't remember why I stopped. Maybe it was, like, late at night and I was just trying it out or something like that. I'm not sure. Do let me know if the sound balance gets bad. But, of course, we still have a number of corridors to get through. Not nearly so many as I've been running along for this entire afternoon, but, you know. Yeah, I'm going. I'm chugging. I know, it's probably not worthwhile to get there, but I gotta know what it is. I must know. ATM. My longest run was up to the first power cord part. Absolute Terror Machine. Or no, Automatic Terror Machine. I keep thinking it's the Absolute Terror Machine. Why is that? Because AT Fields, that's why. Because Evangelion has ingrained that in my brain, apparently. Did you hear that they're making another Evangelion series? They just can't stop. They just cannot stop making them. But this time, apparently, it's being written by Yoko Taro, who is the guy who directed, who did Nier Automata. I don't know if this is a good idea. I mean, certainly it'll be, you know, continuing the trend of the sort of thing that Evangelion has always been, but yeah, what the heck? Do not damage evil property. Oh, I'm gonna. Sparked a thought. Sharky played Cult of the Lamb at some point. An extra live stream? I did, yes. How far did I get? I got only a little ways, but then I played the rest of it off stream. I got so far as, meeting my patron god, fighting my patron god, and having him reincarnated as a follower of mine. I guess that's a spoiler. Sorry, that's a spoiler. That's what I did. And then later on, the patch came out where you could have your villagers or whatever do the dirty. And I had already finished it at that point, and I did not go back to it. So that's about the time that I was at modern content. I haven't played since then. Yeah. Absrad. Absrad? Absrad. Still haven't beaten Absrad. Also, in my opinion, killing the cat on normal difficulty was way easier than surviving on my expert. Wonder why. Can't imagine. I see. Well, there's a lot of new stuff that got added. Kids with it. Sex update. That's the one. New expansion released recently. It's true. So I hear. They keep adding content to it. It's a good game. It's a solid game. I just haven't gone back to it for whatever reason. I got other stuff I've been doing. Right now, what I've been doing is playing Hades 2. A lot of Hades 2. I started over not that long ago because I did play a little bit of Hades 2 back when the beta was going. On Extra Life, in fact. And then after that, I played some on my own time. This was right about the time that they added Prometheus, if you know where that is. But at this point, I just finished the main ending, and you know how it is with Hades. You then have to go to the epilogue. I haven't started on that process, but earlier this morning, I finished the game. Quite enjoyable. They managed to do a good job of making it, like, recognizable as the Hades experience, but it's not like, I'm doing the same thing I did before. It's not at all the same game. They did a good job. I enjoyed it a lot. And it has the same appeal of, like, finding out the depth of the other characters you're interacting with, and that's kind of the drawing point of wanting to go on more runs, aside from that they're just fun, you know? Yeah. Playdate was pretty good. The expansion to Cult of the Lamb, right on. If Sharky plays Cult of the Lamb, I would not be able to join. I'm trying to remain spoiler-free in the hopes that at some point I will convince myself to play the rest of the game. Reasonable. Really like Zig's theme. It's really good. Zig's theme is so good. And yet Zig is such a doik. I mean, he's a well-crafted doik. I can't seem to get myself interested, which is weird because I should like it. It's pretty fun. Hades moment. I have gotten myself to start a new playthrough every time new content comes out. No kidding. Just start over from the beginning every time, huh? Dang. I guess it's not that long of a game, so it's understandable. Like, that's a reasonable sort of thing to start over with. Whenever I think about that sort of thing, of course, I go back to Valheim, and I got to do a custom world at some point and see if I can get back into Valheim, since there's so much more now than there was back when I was playing that. But of course, that's also one of those ones you can spend your entire life on, so... For some reason, I just never get into the games that my brother really likes. See, Cult of the Lamb, Binding of Isaac, Hades, Ultra Kill, etc. Ultra Kill, that sounds familiar. Ultra Kill. I feel like I tried Ultra Kill at one point, or like put it in a list that I was going to use for Extra Life and never got to it or something like that. I can't remember which one that is. It's fun because early game also gets new stuff every time. That is good. That's a good point. That is a good point. Valheim good. It's true. Valheim good. Usually the reason is that games in question are super visually overstimulating, but Cult of the Lamb doesn't really have that. No, I suppose. I enjoyed the combat in Cult of the Lamb. The, villager maintenance sometimes got a little bit overwhelming, but eventually that does sort of die down. They can take care of themselves a little bit. Nah, I should go back to it at some point. I don't know if I'll do it on the channel, though, just because there's so much on my list for the channel, you know? And it just keeps getting longer because they keep making games. Blah! You should probably wait until the Deep North comes out and Valheim goes into 1.0 release. Oh, is it still not 1.0? My goodness. Maybe I should just wait until that then, yeah. That would be a good time. Ultra Kill's so great. It will be soon. The devs have been teasing the final update for a while. Nice. Fast-paced shooting, Doom-like. Oh, you know, I have seen that one. A little bit of that one. But I don't think I've played it. Yeah. I've heard a ton of good things, but it's just too fast-paced for me. The mental process, visual impairment, plus the autism makes it difficult. I can understand that. It's no fun feeling like you're being overwhelmed by the game. Like, I sometimes get a little bit of that with this one, with Everhood, you know? This game makes me feel my age. A lot, because there's a lot of stuff where it's like, you're not reacting fast enough, man. And, I can't react faster. Like, admittedly, if I sat here and just played this game for a while, I'd probably work my reflexes back up a little bit. But there's only so much you can do, you know? I still enjoyed this game a lot, but there definitely were times where I was like, oh boy. Middle-aged gamer, here we go. The villager maintenance is why I can't get into the Cult of Lamb, I think. Colony management stressing me out. Yeah, there's definitely that. There's definitely that. And like when things start to spiral, it can be kind of discouraging to try and recover things. I'm pretty sure at some point my entire village like mostly died out at one point. And also, even if things are going well, it can be a little discouraging when your villagers start dying of old age, just left and right, because that's the thing that happens. They don't live that long. You got as far as that update. Were we talking about Cult of the Lamb? I've lost track. I like the combat. Let me check. Not if you're autistic to it. Yeah, this is exactly why I don't think I could play Everhood. Hey, listen, it's that thing we kept dying to. Incinerator, that's the one! Sins of the Flesh was how the last time you played... Oh, it hadn't come out yet, but it was about to. Like, it came out not long after I finished up, which is why I noticed it coming out, because I was like, oh yeah, that game I just finished. But I didn't actually play at that point. Just noticed the update happened. Yeah, Sharky, you mentioned you did Moor Incinerator. Did you enjoy it? Well, the thing is, I watched the video of the no-hit before I went back to Incinerator, because I had to go back to Incinerator to, you know, advance my save point along so we could do the stuff that we're doing tonight. But, the latter half of Incinerator is exactly the sort of thing that makes me just... this part. Where it's got those sections where it's just random tiles lighting up and there's no pattern and you must just not memorize. You can't memorize. You have to just react fast enough. That's exactly my weakest front in this game. So I went back into Incinerator and I tried it once. And actually I made it through Phase 1 the next attempt, because it turns out I was actually really close to the end of Phase 1 of Incinerator. And as soon as Phase 2 started, I died almost instantaneously, and I was like, you know what, I'm good with this. I'm good with not trying to do Incinerator 2. So I've actually already saved over my Incinerator save at this point, because it's fine. It's fine. It's not going to be something I'm ever going to be good at, unless I work at it for way too long. And I don't want it, so I'm not going to. At least I finished the first half. And the music's real good, but it's too spicy for my blood, it turns out. Really great just chatting stream we got here. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm always worried when I set up this sort of thing. This is why I didn't want to do the entire corridor on stream. Because, like, I can chat about stuff for a little while, but, like, eventually I run out of stuff to say. And the last thing I want is to be sitting here running down a corridor not paying attention to anything aside from the rocks in front of me without really anything to say. So I appreciate your cooperation on that front. It does help a lot having people who are participating in chat where I can bounce off of what you're saying. Because otherwise I'll just be like, so how was your day? Valheim, they have been putting out more Deep North stuff and photos of the things they've added. There was a small 5-year celebration patch that added fairy lights and some other little things. But it looks like they're growing close to releasing Deep North, which is so exciting. That is exciting. That game has been in pre-release for so long. Like, I don't even remember when I started playing that at first. The first time I started playing it, it didn't really stick. And then I went back to it later, and that's the time that I played straight to the end game of the time, which was before the Ashlands came out. And when I built that house, and I was going I'm going to make myself a big fancy house, and it wound up just being like a big barn, because it turns out I have no mind for building design. And it was good for my purposes, but it was a barn. It was just a dang old barn. My idea of fancy was put a 3rd floor on there and put the heads of all the bosses up there, and I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I am, as it turns out, not an architect. So thinking on how it is now, what you played is 33% of Cult of the Lamb is now. Wow. Dang. So there's that if you have the expansion. Like the incinerator. Now, it's fun to just hang out sometimes. I agree. It can be. I do enjoy chatting streams. It's just that I don't consider myself to be good at them. Partially because I'm not great at remembering things that happened to me. Unless I like if I wanted to do this sort of thing regularly, I'd have to intentionally go out and make lists of, what had happened to me. By the way, the beast is here. I should definitely be beast sharing. Hang on. Let me beast share. Beast share. Beast share. There we go. Beast share. This game also reminds me a little of Faith. I don't know if I mentioned Faith here before. I have seen the entirety of Faith. And that is a shame because that is an amazing game. I love how he did the cutscenes with the rotoscope and then drawing over it. So good. In fact, here, hang on. I have a thing. See? And if you squeeze it... Could you hear that? Yeah, you could probably hear that. I can't hear it because I have my headphones on. But yeah, it's real good, but I can't play it on the channel because I already saw it. I've never run out of stuff to say. The issues that all my conversation topics right now are Sherlock Holmes and Madness Combat. I don't know much about either of those. 5 years, hence the 5-year celebration patch. Makes sense. No, I'm wrong. 66% is more like. Oh, okay. There's like 33% of the game I haven't done for Cult of the Lamb. Neat. Relics of the Old Faith. Did you play that one? I don't know. This game. I can almost see it color palette-wise anyway. I've heard of that one, I think. Yeah, the overworld parts especially. Beast Chair. Beast Chair. Faith is really sick. Y'all ever seen the behind the scenes of those cutscenes? Yes, I have. It's so good. Mortis. Well, here. I'll do it again. I really can't hear it at all. I hope you can. Regarding Sherlock Holmes runs, if Rock ever plays Sinking City, you might enjoy that one. 33% of the game is the new expansion of Cottle. It's a big chunk of new content. It was made by the same devs who made a lot of Sherlock games, Frogwares, and it's similar to Tested Silence. Could hear it now. Nice. Yeah. Just the entire aesthetic of the Faith games is so dang good. They did such a good job, and I kind of wish I hadn't watched them so I could have, played them without knowing what I was getting myself into. Would have been amazing. But yeah, they're super good. I won't be doing them on the channel, but if you haven't seen or played the Faith games, there's 3 of them, and they get longer as you go along, and they're super good, so check them out if you haven't. Gnomes time. This is Gnomes. Incidentally, the one that was just before this is called Postmortem, and I've been doing some of the replay battles just for fun. And I do them on Insane because you may as well, honestly, because I'm trying to no-hit them. And if you are insane, then if you don't no-hit it, then you fail and immediately can restart without having to worry about it. So you may as well do it for the extra points that you get for being on Insane. The beginning of Postmortem, Postmortis. No, I have faith in the brain. The beginning of Postmortem is really hard to no-hit, as it turns out. Like, a lot of the early fights are not that bad to no-hit at all. But post-mortem, just the initial section, I was struggling. I was struggling real bad. But it was also earlier today, so I didn't exactly have a lot of time to work on it. What with, you know, finishing Hades 2, and then recording tomorrow's Zelda episode, and then running along this hallway for 3 hours. Check it out, Felix. We have gnomes. Gnomes! It took me an embarrassingly long time to check out Faith, like until last year. You want gnomes? We have gnomes. Like, it took my entire friends group and my brother pestering me about it to check out Faith. Well, I mean, they were right, weren't they? It was good. It's good. It's so well done. And it's one of those things where a lot of the remarkable... Whoa! Hold up. I got somewhere. Nothing is sacred, everything is sacred. The last absolute truth is that yet you stand. You continue when it should end. Is that what it says? Does that say continue? I think so. Chapagal Falls. I can't read that. Small moments of man, big moments in history. Why are you here? Because, I don't know. Hey, look, there's a Legoman. I'm not sure why there's a Legoman, but there is. I don't think you can top me. Probably true. I did this to myself. Most of this is the same handwriting, which I guess makes sense because this is ostensibly written by Green Mage, huh? I don't think this is in English, and I can't read it. Our damn into a Frank Fowler name, da ar sag right dear on. I can't read that. Even if I could read it, I can't read that. A trip for y'all. There was a attempt. It was a love attempt. It ends when you cannot. What does? Good takes. Give cats some snack later. Piscipline. I think that's supposed to say discipline, but it says piscipline. Happy. Neat. Pax. Homage. The Sroosts. Coming to realization. And whenever. Esso. Sure. This is... Oh, there's more. There's a little road over here. Let me catch up in case there's stuff... The treasure was... The treasure that... was all along. Sroosts. The treasure that was all along. Roots. Oh, it says roots. It says roots. Okay. This art is all a very small part of me. Of Green Mage, I assume? Fourth dimensional. But, between... No, Batan and dimensions. I can't read this, Green Mage! If you're gonna run all the way down here and scribble on the floor, you should at least write clearly. Okay, I'm gonna catch up on chat, and then I'm gonna go into the next room, because apparently there's another room. My brother sat down with me for an entire game. It was fun. They were right. Nice. An ending. Whoa, we got the Emperor. He made it. A thing. Floor whiteboard. This is probably written by the devs, I assume. I think so, since they aren't English. Piscipline. Do you have Piscipline, Runa? I don't know. Do I? Only you can say. Green Mage did say the corridor wasn't worth it. I don't think he had anything to do with this. I mean, maybe, but definitely he'd been down here. They'd been down here. There were two more signboards after the first one. The second one was like, oh boy, all right, listen, I tried to warn you, but, you know, clear. You're not even, it said something about you're not even close to halfway down this corridor. And then there was a third one that was like, all right, fine. I give up on you. You're just going to do this thing. Well, you know. I can't even remember what it said, but it was the last signboard. That was all well before I reached the halfway point. In any case, I guess let's see what's in the next room. Ooh. Flowers. This is a good place to rest. Do you want to stop killing? Yeah. Yeah. The world will be as it is. Oh, until you come back. I done broke. Red has found a new place to rest. And that's the end. Okay, cool. Great. God, my back hurts. I'm sorry to hear that. Lovely flowers. Surprise! Secret corridor ending. Secret corridor ending. You can just find a nice little flower bed and explode upon it. I don't fully understand, incidentally, how Pink has bound themselves specifically to Red. Because, you know, when Red don't have an arm, Pink don't have an arm. Which means that Pink's ghosts parts are bound to Red's doll parts. I mean, Red is Pink. Yes, I know. But, like, I guess Orange connected the various parts of Red to the various parts of Pink. So when you take Red and go, Pink also goes, I guess? I don't know. Well then, you'll probably find out this stream. Pink isn't bound to Red. Red is part of Pink, about Pink. Oh, is that so? Is that going to be explained to me in the other ending, perchance? That would be interesting. That would be interesting. All right, cool. Well, item 1 complete. The corridor is cleared. So, there will be a final bit of information. As Darkus says, interesting. Interesting. Well, it's good to have more information. That's what I say. Now you may note why I had to save over the fire, the incinerator save point, was because the only other save points I've got, this one here, is right before you go to the forest when the higher beings show up, which of course you have to clear that before you can even get to the corridor, and I forgot about that. So I had to clear that, and Rasta's assault, he's alive too in that save point for what it's worth. But yeah, so I had to do that in order to get to the corridor in the first place. So now I have to go back. Given the time point on number 3, I'm thinking it automatically saved again after I ended at the end of the corridor, because I think that includes the time I was walking, because otherwise how would I have added 200 minutes to this? Anyway, great. The idea is that Red and Pink are different people isn't really accurate, since Red is just part of Pink that Pink refuses to acknowledge. Right. Happened to save file before arm? Mirror thing, perhaps? Arm harm. Before arm? I don't have one before arm, no. No, I don't. Did I need one? Oh, the mirror thing! No, I don't have a save point before that. I forgot about that. Sorry. This here is after the arm. I'm afraid that particular scene is not accessible to me, and I forgot about it again. Because they see I already have the arm at this point. Blah. I'd have to redo the game again. Dang, we'll forget that then. I shall. Again, since I already did, you know. I was too focused on the things I have left to kill. For example, the higher beings. Well, like what I was going to say at some point, and I don't think I finished the thought, was I did try the higher beings fight a little bit in replay mode, and they take a lot of damage from each hit, but there's a tiny little segment where you're actually able to fight them, so you're going to have to do really good on that last segment, it seems like. So, that's a thing. Can probably share it on Discord. Let me look around. Thank you. Higher beings is going to be rough. They don't have many options to hit. Yes, that seems to be it. And they're also spinning the screen around when they do give you some attempts at some points. But let's get in there and give it a shot. I still think it'll be easier than fighting Cat God. Well, no, fighting to kill Cat God. If I have to lower the difficulty for this too, then that's what I'll do. The most important thing is going to be not surviving the fight. If I think I'm going to fail, I need to get got, essentially. Because there are 2 preamble sections you have to survive before you even get a chance to fight them. And there is a checkpoint right before that, I think. I could be wrong about that. I might be confusing my things, but I feel like when I was redoing this earlier today, there were checkpoints closer to the fighty part. For the moment, I'm still on hard. What do you think? It says backwards. When I first noticed that says, what do you think backwards, I thought that maybe the other stuff they were saying was also, you know, stuff of interest backwards, but it's not. It's just gibberish or It's gibberish, right? That's how that word's pronounced? I can never remember. That's come up several times over the history of this channel that I don't remember how to pronounce gibberish. And the reason for that, incidentally, I'm pretty sure is the monster manual. Because there's a creature in the Dungeons & Dragons monster manual, of whichever edition I was looking at, which was probably 3rd, which was called the Gibbering Mouther. But I always pronounced it the Gibbering Mouther. Pretty early on, and so therefore people pronouncing gibberish, not gibberish, never really took hold as much as the Gibbering Mouther, despite the fact that it's probably the Gibbering Mouther. I don't know. Things just happen. Beast just left removed. Beast doesn't want me talking about the Gibbering Mouther. Sorry, Beast. Might die. Might die. Might perish. Woof. Woof. Yeah. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Gibber with the J sound. Gibbering Mouther has a hard G sound. Wait, are they actually different? Is gibbering and gibberish different? You don't. No way. Gibbering Mouther. I know Sharky got that D&D lore. Caesar Cipher. I don't know that one. Is it actually gibbering with a hard G even if it's not attached to a D&D monster? It is. Gibbering and gibberish. Gibbering, gibberish. Why are they different? They must have similar etymology. I refuse to believe otherwise. The first one says, so this is the specimen. I love the higher being that's just like spin, at least to my knowledge. Darkest, that's the shake weight higher being. Gotta look at the second one again. Shake weight higher being. Caesar Cipher. Caesar Cipher? I don't know the Caesar Cipher. They're speaking in Caesar Cipher, huh? Is that the same cipher that the dev gnomes are speaking when they first show up during postmortem? Because I definitely can't understand them either. Weird that they then switch into just speaking backwards. Perhaps they're trying to actually communicate with me at that point. They're just failing because, you know, it's hard to lower yourself in that fashion. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know their lives. Ow! I swear I used to be better at this. At one point I could do this better. And I'm pretty sure I don't have to get through this entire section when I get to the actual murder attempts. I think. It didn't even take me this many attempts when I was trying to do it earlier just to get to the corridor, mind you. I see what you mean by the shake weight higher being. That one. Who's spinning? He's spinning. Ow. Why do I keep moving to the far left? I know I don't need to be there, and yet I am drawn to the far left. And you know, I can tell you why it is exactly. I can tell you why I'm drawn to the far left. It's because I have a tendency to overcompensate when I'm trying to dash from side to side. So if I'm up against a wall, I can't do that. That is genuinely why I keep gravitating towards the far left side. I'll try and hit left twice quickly and instead hit left 3 times quickly. You know, that sort of thing. Ow. Oh, stop with the stopping. Stop with the stopping. I was past the boomerangs and then I was still reacting as if it was boomerangs, you know? That's on me. That's on me. It's interesting how if you're nearly dead, you can see the higher beings better. Hadn't ever noticed that before. They stand out as black outlines against the background when your entire world is blinking red. Maybe the problem is that I'm talking too much. That could be. And then boomerangs. No, I wanted to do that. Yeah, like that. Yeah. There is potential, and they start shooting stuff at the ceiling. And then checkpoint, I think. Maybe after the spin. Maybe not after the spin. Do I have to actually go through all this in order to try and murder them? Uh-oh. No, that's not murder. That's not murder bullets. Ow. Ow. Please don't kill me here, of all places. Checkpoint, checkpoint, come on. Come on, checkpoint. Yeah! Now we try to murder. Murder time. Already too slow, probably. Oh, boy. See, that's okay, because that was a bad attempt. See, it's okay. I'm just getting the feel for it, because we don't have very long to do this murder. It's a very short murder. I love the higher being that's just like, spin. Yeah, that's the shake weight higher being. Yes, got it. You know, like that infomercial thing that you shake, and it's very stupid. And it looks like some other actions that you could do. That's but a higher being. But that's a higher being. I like how it moves is the second one. I've been doing stuff what's happening. Higher beings. Higher beings is happening. These words are for you alone. Gnomes! It's all fun and games until the tiny pointy head appears. You will learn to dread gnome. I've already learned to dread gnome. Okay. If I hadn't learned to dread gnomes by this time, there would be no hope for me. How many gnome fights do I have to do in order to learn to dread gnomes, you know? There's been quite a few. Ow. Okay. I'm gonna have to learn this pattern and get as many of them shot back as I can. For a while, I was trying to learn to no-hit Evil Wizard, and it's real hard. But at one point, I was real good at that intro. It just wasn't good enough. Where's the... Okay. I'm getting the measurement for how long this is. That long. That's how long. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. I can't restart from checkpoint if I hit the... Oh, no. Curses. Now I've done it. Okay, there is a bit more. There's a bit more. That's fine. That's fine. There's a bit more. Once we get to that midpoint, there's not much left. I remember that being true. Thank goodness there was still some. I thought I doomed myself. Oop, now you've done it. But I didn't. It's great. I didn't quite do it. All right. Now we lock in. And murder. Maybe. Ow. Grabbing too many colors. I'm just grabbing everything. You can't grab everything. It's not okay to grab everything. You're below half, but that's not good enough is the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and let him murder me here. There we go. Just in case. Just in case. Okay. Because the last thing I want to do is accidentally finish the track, because then we got a whole bunch of ground to cover again. Bad start. Bad start. Okay. I do not accept this start. We'll go again. I could probably get those first two blues, couldn't I? If I go real fast. Just like move super fast, I could probably do that. We start over here, maybe? Like here, and then... Oh, not quite, huh? I'm not quite that fast. Too bad. All right. It was worth a shot. Probably there are people who could do that. But I don't think I have quite the coordination. So let's just get some bullets that I know I can get. Like that. Oh, man, you and your walls. Why with all the walls? And this particular attempt was actually worse than the previous. So... just gotta cement in some patterns that I know how to get around. And remember where the walls are coming, so I stop shooting them. Wasting my ammunition. Yeah. Man! Why are you gonna be a pain about it, higher being? That's exactly the same as last time I got this far, isn't it? Cool. I just don't want to play fast and loose with this. I just want to make sure that when I go to the latter half, I'm sure I can finish this. Damn. I wish there was a better way to restart than just smacking my face into stuff. Too many wall. It's true. Too many wall. I probably should have put a list on screen of what we're trying to do here today, in case anyone shows up and it's like, what are you? But I didn't. That would have required me to do prep instead of running along a corridor for 3 hours. It's exactly the same. I can't hit him any more than that. And I feel like that's not going to be enough. And I do have to learn the latter half of this song. I know. But I feel like I can get at least one more hit in the first half. At least. That's good. Nope. That's no good. Dang it. Dang it with your walls. That's better. That's better. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I can't see a thing. Nope. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. We go again. Back to this. This being the best I can do, huh? It's not easy to fight back when the screen is stretching all over the place. Is it the same, like, monkey-looking guy in the center all the whole time? It's not, is it? There's a different guy in front right now. And then that monkey comes out. I don't know why I think he looks like a monkey, but he does. To me. The monkey-looking guy. Ow. You're not going to show me the health bar? You just don't want me to know? Apparently. Nope. I keep getting panicky and running away. I'm sorry. One of these times I'm going to have to stick it out. I'm worried this fight might be impossible without dipping into that final section. It is going to be impossible. I just want to make sure that there's not much left when I get to that final section, because I don't want to have to redo the whole thing. Because I'm a coward. I'm assuming it'll be impossible if I don't at least go into the final section. Just trying to do adequate preparation. I hate it when it doesn't want to show me the health bars. I can't see what I'm doing, you monkey. All right. We're getting there. We're getting the pattern down. That's what's important here. Messed that up. Need to shuffle one more to the right. That's not bad. That's not bad. See what I can do. Okay, that one time I wasn't trying to actually self-destruct like I have been all these other times. I just failed. I do feel like I've gotten better at certain regards of this game, but I'm still not great. I'm not great. Beast, why are you over there? Go in the chair. Beast will not go in the chair. Beast is not a circus monkey. That'll do. That'll do. Dang it, too slow. Ah. That was real close to the end there. All right. I think I was probably 2 hits from winning. The beast is spiting me. She's going around the room and sitting on every piece of furniture that is not the chair. Fine. Fine. Which is longer than you spend in the fight before that. You have about a minute to do the full fight. I think it's longer than you think. You have about 30 seconds after the stream goes black and then zooms out for the first time. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Well, if I get in a situation like I just was in, I will stick it out and try it. Pardon my jumpiness. Sometimes I just be like that. It's not great. So many walls. Retractions. Bah. Fine. Don't tell me your secrets. I suspect you were trying to convince me to do what I've resolved to do. Yeah, probably. There is, after all, that. Just that little bit of stream delay. Ah! Okay, now I'm just playing sloppy. No excuse for that. Yeah, I've been staring at this game for 4 hours at this point, but most of it wasn't particularly engaging. And, to be perfectly honest, I did spend a decent portion of the initial approach on that corridor holding down the key with a metal die and then leaving the room. So, yeah. Who walls? Oh no, I was just wondering if you had sensitivity mode turned on, but the gnome wheel appeared, so you don't. I don't, it's true. I only had that on for the dev gnomes because of their obnoxious lightning flashes, which I felt didn't add anything to the fight. I would be curious what the rest of the fight looks like, but I can probably look that up on YouTube someplace, eh? Probably. If I remember. To me, those lightning flash effects during dev gnomes are akin to the fireworks that don't really do anything aside from make a loud noise. It's like you're missing the point of fireworks. And I recognize that some people see that as being the point of fireworks, but I disagree. Partially maybe because I don't know what I'm talking about. Stop with the walls! There we go. That was on purpose. There's so many walls in the center. I can't focus on the center. I gotta react appropriately. If I can't do this, you better believe I can't do Godcat. Oh, well, that was just silly. Wasted it on a wall that I absolutely knew was there. No. Stop focusing on the center. I just said I can't do that. I said it specifically. Too nervous. Too nervous about accidentally finishing. This is I just did a bad job. How am I staying alive when I don't want to? The rest of Dev Gnomes is not that different regardless of what's its sensitivity mode. Most of the effects are screenshots and stuff, and those aren't changed. Well, good. Well, good. Boop. Dang it. Almost got an extra hit in there. And I've messed it up. Messed it up. That's right. You heard me. Monkey Man, why you gotta have so many walls? You just gotta learn to be vulnerable, Monkey Man. Oh, hey, I did it. Nature loves the fierce and bold. They don't look very dead, though, do they? No, they don't. I got an achievement and absolutely nothing else happened. Well, fine. I suppose they are probably beyond the concept of death anyway. Great. Well, I did it. Great. Well. You were so close to like 5 times. You won! You get nothing! Good day, sir! Did that do anything? Nope. You get nothing. Absolutely nothing. But I did get an achievement. I was curious. I don't know. Now I know. Now I know. Let's go to the main menu. I mean, I technically could use that save point to do the thing. But I don't want to. I don't want to. I want to see where this one leads me. Oh, dear. Oh, but right. With the corridor, you can fast travel backward. I forgot that that was a thing. But that is a thing, in fact. So, let's just do that. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's see if Green Mage has anything to say about the fact that I traveled the corridor. It automatically fast travels you back. Hi. This is my playroom. Green Mage has nothing to say about it. Green Mage doesn't care. Green Mage is busy with their own stuff. Let's hold the down button so I don't accidentally talk again. There we go. Do you say anything else if I go back in? You don't. Okay, Green Mage doesn't care, and that's fine. I just, would have loved an excuse to have more Green Mage dialogue. Alas, no dice. The really ludicrous thing with the fact that there's all those marks, hours worth of running past hash marks, which we're assuming are doubled, and even so, it's like 2.5 million, which is a lot in terms of years, yeah, but it's not, like, in terms of time, it's not that much, those things where they try and, like, put $1 million in perspective compared to, like, the billions that people have at this point for some reason, and they're like, you genuinely don't understand how different this is. It's like that. It's like that. You ran past all that stuff, and it was 2.5 million. Anyway. Really? The outcome is the same regardless of what you do in that fight. Shark just wanted the Chivo. Right, I did it. Hey, Green Mage. Back hurt so bad. I'm sorry that your back hurt so bad. Crack you like a glow stick. It might help. It might not help. You can never tell with that sort of thing. All right. Sam. Hi, Sam. Bye, Sam. It's Cat God time. This may be most of the rest of the stream. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I actually should turn down the difficulty, shouldn't I? Because if we're trying to kill Cat God, I feel like leaving it on hard is probably a bad idea. Did I not? There's not a save point in here, is there? Hi. This is the place. And then these do defeat it so we can get the treasure. Right, so now I go back. I'm going back because I don't think I saved. So let's go back and save. Because if I beat it accidentally, I gotta reload so I can fight it again. I do want to save. I will save here? No, here. There we go. There we go. All right, cool. Meow. I do like how Sam's texting is meow meow. It's great how Sam's texting is meow meow. Kind of like how the shopkeeper's thing is hey. Although, of course, given that the shopkeeper is a weird purple frog thing, it doesn't have any particular thing to do with their nature, whereas Sam is, you know, clearly a cat. Meow, 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 meow. Anyway, Cat God? I haven't worked on the Cat God fight at all since the last time we met it. At all. Not that. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that it's a good idea for me to do this on easy because I'm only so good at this game and the Cat God is a lot. And we gotta kill it. So, I do like, yeah. All right, let's do it. Who treads on these grounds? How did the human find itself here? Nevertheless, your eyes have seen too much. It says the one with 3 eyes. Pot calling the kettle black, I tell you. Hi! Been a while. Do I remember anything? Not enough. Fight is the music is so good though. No regrets there. Good signs. Static. Dang it. That was pretty good for a first attempt, I feel like. I mean, yeah, it's uneasy, but like, I remember some. I think this is doable. Do you think I should put it back to normal? Should I put it back to normal, or should we just actually finish this eventually? Time for the banger. Sharky again getting tripped up by the part in the Perry channel where you need to jump. I don't wanna! Will they ever jump? Only time will tell. I've actually have before. It's just that factoring in the jump makes me do worse on the rest of it also. got close and also did really good on the first static part. Yeah, the first static part went well. I appreciate Side for letting me know to try to fight back during that section. I mean, you can't really hit the cat very much, but you can at the very least. Sorry, distracted beast has vanished. You can at the very least blow up some of the stuff in your way, which is very nice. Anyway, let's try again. Let's try again. I can do it. I can do it. Hello, cat. Some stuff happened. I don't want to talk about it. Comes. Oh, bad stuff. Bad stuff. I tried fighting back too soon. Oh. Don't say hi to the cat. The beast might be listening and get offended. I mean, maybe... I don't know. She doesn't have that much exposure to other cats. Aside from the smells of them, you know. Which she's usually very interested in, but you know, cat. I remember at some point I had memorized a whole bunch of things to do at the beginning of this song that guarantee getting some hits in. They're gone. They're all gone. I know nothing. How'd that work? Nice. No! Wrong button. Got some good hits in there. Dang it! I was so close. That's the same place I died last time. Well, last time I could attempt, you know what I mean. So close. Back just in time for failure. Yeah, failure. It's okay. It's all right. Because remember, if I get done with this all early, the stream's just done. I mean, I guess I could do something else, but it always feels weird when I set up a stream being like, this is going to be Everhood. And then I'm like, well, but now I'm going to do something else. I don't know. I know the people do that, but it always feels weird to me in my own experience. It'd probably be fine, but I got to overcome a personal boundary first. And I mean, I could always just work on doing some no-hits for funsies. I don't know. That's a possibility. I do enjoy working on the no-hits. Although it can be a little bit repetitive, I'd imagine, to watch. Then again, you know, rhythm game. And it's not like this right here isn't repetitive. It's just also really good. Listen, not to watch. Is that the part you wanted me to jump at? Is that what you were talking about all this time? Ah, sloppy. I wanted to not jump, and then I just got hit by a bunch of stuff. The part in the channel you need to jump is somewhere in the middle. But I didn't this time when I didn't get hit. I just timed it perfectly. You don't have to jump. You just maybe should. I don't want to. I can understand why you don't. It's like a point in the yellow notes where there's no gap, just a diagonal. Yeah, but if you time it exactly right, you're fine. And I know the part that you're talking about, since it's not that part, because I was watching for it this time, and I just slipped through it, and it worked. It worked. Ha! But, yeah, jumping would make it easier if it wasn't another button that I don't want to juggle. And it is, and I don't. Man. Sloppy! I was trying to watch for the part where you needed to jump, and instead of paying attention to what I was doing, so that's my fault. I'm sorry, I was distracted. Because I'm pretty sure I know the part you're talking about. It's just I was going to be like, is this part? But instead I kept trying to predict it when it wasn't there yet, and just messed myself all up. Entirely my fault. Although I do love that the penalty for failure in this particular scenario is listen to the song again. Oh no. So good. There. That one. And that one. Mess up the pattern, mess it up. No, I missed a parry. I missed an instrumental parry. I'm going back into non-beast chair mode because no beast. Non-beast. Didn't catch up on chat. It's true. Point in the yellow notes where there's no gap, just diagonally. Yeah. At the end of the channel is where I always jump to, where you need to go all the way back to the left and back right. Yeah, that is a good place to jump. I should probably be doing that. We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it. It's on easy. If I can't get it, then I don't want to discuss the possibility of me not getting it. I'll get it. I was doing the thing where I was moving at the same time as parrying again. That'll get me killed every time. You gotta go do that, do that, do that. You gotta keep the rhythm going. But I was just sliding lazily into flanning, if that means anything. Not like the character, like flamming, like flamming, like the percussion technique. Is flamming a thing that people know? Is that a word people know? I don't know. Do you know what a flam is? If you don't know what a flam is, I'll explain later. It's not that complicated. Just stop doing what it wanted me to do entirely. There. Now, overcompensated. Ow. My face. Must you? Must you? Hard to fight back in this section. So many walls. Oops. Oops. Second static leads to the end. Right, I forgot. Escape. Nah. Still didn't catch chat, didn't I? What do you mean? What did I not catch? What did I not catch up on? Hang on. Back it is in time. You were like 1 or 2 hits away, too. Work on no-hit incinerator if you finish Cat God early. Oh, that. Joke, not really. Unless, just no-hit Cat God after this. Simple. No-hit Dev Gnomes. Know the part in the channel you need to jump somewhere in the middle. God, right. Okay, now I caught up. Those messages are lost media now, except they're not! So sad. Oh, also worth mentioning, I'm so excited for the next stream it ends up being missed. It will be. But I'm really gonna have to put an embargo on saying anything that could even maybe be a hint. That's true. Puzzle game moment. I can help. Flam. I have learned a new thing today. A flam is where you hit with both hands in a somewhat rapid succession, but it's still at the same time. It kind of makes a double hit kind of noise that Sharky demonstrated on mic. That might be tricky. Like, where if you're hitting at the same time with both hands, it would be like, what can I hit that won't sound obnoxious? Like, that's at the same time, and a flam is like that, kind of. It's like a part of a drum roll, like the first part of a drum roll without the hand control is just like it. So when I'm doing the parry corridor, I have a tendency to, instead of going like, where if right hand is parry and left hand is move, I'm going, that's what you're supposed to do. I end up going like that, which gets me killed. Was that clear? The description just makes me think of the starting riff and Through the Fire into Flames. No, it's not double kick bass blast beats. Whoops! I mean, yeah, I could tell you what you mean. It just made me think of it. Also close. It's usually kind of an accent. So we know if you get to the second static, it's over. I kind of love how the cat head was just there, not metaphorical or anything. It was just there. Flam knowledge. Flam. The frustrated hand drop desk lamp. Basically, yes. Frustrated hand drop. Oh, for a second I thought you were actually doing a acronym of flam. But no, of course not, because the last word was slam. It just ends in M. It's not, don't worry about it. Don't worry about me. Just saying things. Don't worry about it. I can't remember the word difficulty. There we go. This is probably stupid, but I'm gonna try it once, and if it turns out I'm not even vaguely close, which is almost certainly what will happen, then I will turn it down to easy again. Then I will turn it down to easy again. Second static. If I get to second static and I'm not one hit from winning, just fail on purpose. Got it. Is that thumping there meant to be the cat god approaching? Does the cat god have feet? Is the cat god not just a big head? I don't know. Cat god is not beholden to answering my questions. Cat god owes me nothing. Oh no. Oh, nice. I had a bullet. Unexpected. Ow! Just survive. Don't worry about it. Doing it again. Handily predicting where the walls are going to show up and shooting there. Oh, bad static job. Okay, I feel like that wasn't too bad, but I also, like, the early section I was doing better than usual, and then after that I was doing worse than usual, so I don't know. I think I'll give it another try. You know, cat god feet picks when. Great question. If I kill him, maybe he has to offer those. Since I'm guessing death doesn't work the same way for a god, I don't know. I have no idea how it works within the theology of Everhood. But I mean, when I killed the higher beings, they were like, whatever, man. Because they didn't even bother saying whatever, man. They just left. But they didn't even disappear or anything, so I assume it did nothing. I'm not sure if that's a fair assumption or not. Curses. Nice. Still had a good quarter of life left there. And I think there was one last long parry corridor that leads straight into static 2, doesn't it? So I was not even close. 7:30? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I know I'm not good at the game. Cannot have failed. Not cannot have failed, but cannot have failed. Well, that was close. Dang it. That was really, really close. I fumbled in the section before the last parry corridor. Wah, 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 wah. I might replay Myst before the stream. I'm already thinking about buying it and playing it too. I do have Masterpiece Edition in my library, but Sharky's going to play Real Myst Masterpiece Edition. That's the one. Yes. I didn't know the original was on Steam. It is. It's true. It is funny. It says release date January 2nd, 1999. Oh no, you're talking about the remastered version that came out in 2020, aren't you, Size? I don't know. I feel like all three versions are available on Steam at this point, but I could be wrong about that. I bought them all in the Humble Bundle. There was all the Myst games at the same time, and I don't remember if I have all three. In any case, here I go again. I'll get you yet, cat. Pretty good intro. Was that section, like, up until I hit the parry corridor? Did I no-hit the intro? I feel like I no-hit the intro. I could be wrong, but I feel like I did. Oh, I win. Oh, killing a god. I did it. He died. But he's starting another battle. Why are you starting another battle, cat god? You just died. You don't get to fight again. Cat god. Scared you there for a second. Phase 2. Fake out. Is that what this was? Oh, is it the universe? Hello, the universe. Hello, the universe. Do you have words for me, given that I killed God? You really are a special one. You have outdone yourself. You have shown true willpower. Have you come to hear another absolute truth? You know that I have, although that wasn't what I was expecting. Yeah, sure. Are you really sure you want to hear an absolute truth? You're already aware of the last absolute truth. It really does not get easier, you know. It is life, full of contradictions. Are you really sure you want to hear the secret absolute truth? Why would I say no? Why would I say no? There are several absolute truths. One of them is, yet you stand. Why would you be like, are you sure you want to hear this? That's a good one. That's a really good and helpful one. You are here. You are still here. Why? Is it because of curiosity? Boredom? Pride? Lust? Fear of sins? Skepticism? Stoicism? The journey? Greed? A message? Depression? Duality? Hilarity? Seeking an answer? Release? Purpose? Oh, too many words. Who are you? What am I? I almost caught up. Kept on top of that a bit. There was esoteric. I couldn't read it. Don't worry too much about it. This is all going to end up being very funny. You and me will laugh about it for a long, 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 long time. It will be good. I promise you that. Let us see what we have planned for you. Secret absolute truth. There can't be much left of the game to explore, right? Unless, of course, you decide to kill them all. Again. I hope we see each other when the time is right. Farewell. But that's like not even the ending, though, is it? That was just like another little coffee break with the local universe representative, which is the universe. Because I'm pretty sure it's now going to dump me back next to Sam, yeah? Question mark? I'll catch up on chat in a moment when I'm sure it's not going to talk to me anymore. Why is the universe a kaleidoscope, though? You know? How else to represent the universe, I guess, is the question. I killed God. Hooray! I stand corrected. That is the original. I had no idea it was on Steam. And yes, I recommend try to play Real Mist, which is the Unity port, because it maintains the original old school charm while also having some of the quality of life updates. The 2020 remaster is very pretty, but it removes some of the atmosphere that I feel like missed such an early 2000s era game. This is it. GGS, nice job! Woo! Yet you stand. It's really good. Everyone knows I myself am here for lust. I mean, I guess, Scythe, given our experiences in the past, I could see it, but like, farewell, universe. Farewell? Starting to feel like Cat God is just the universe messing with you. That's possible. That's possible. That's quite possible. That could always be the case in this game. Hello, Sam. Interact. You actually managed to beat that beast? Great job. I'll go open the door. Okay, so theoretically this will be different because Dr. Orange is alive. I've unlocked the door. Come on, hurry. It's a good face. He's got his fangs out like that. They've got their fangs out like that. This must be the treasure. After all these years, I can finally find out. Do I have to beat Sam at tennis again? Maybe I do have to beat Sam at tennis again. It's just a dusty old TV. Wait, it's connected to something. It's just a Smega station. It's Super Racket, too! I didn't know that existed. I challenge you, Red. Let's see which one of us is the best racket fighter. I probably do have to start. You must tennis. I must tennis. Well, very well. I shall then. I'm so excited to play. A fantastical creature like that guarding a video game. There must be something special about it. All right. I shall tennis. I really got to get my... myself one of those inline volume adjusters for this headset. It's so much louder for me than it is for you, I promise. I hope, anyway. If it's as loud for you as it is for me, I'm so sorry about your ears. Oh, come on, Sam. I had that. You know I had that. Come on, Sam. Does difficulty actually make a difference here? It's on easy, but I don't think it makes a difference, does it? One hit is death, after all. I just tried to predict it and was wrong. Let's see here. You must Samus on this mega station. I must. What happens if I could... let's just... What the heck? Let's try it. This should be exactly the same. I don't think it'll make any difference at all. That screen shake is sure something in it. What do you mean? What do you mean? You can't just have it go off the board and then say you won? That's not... Okay, right, apparently you can, but you shouldn't be able to. All right, Sam. If that's what its insane difficulty does, it makes it so that the ball just goes off the court and you still lose, then I call shenanigans. Wow. Wow. I'm getting shook by the screen shake, really I am. Right over the head. I'm getting worse at the game because I beat God. I get worse now. Maybe if I set it on insane difficulty, I get worse at the game. That's the difficulty spike. That would be something. There, take that. Why don't you? Indeed, I don't think insane difficulty made any difference at all there. That was okay. Not a huge improvement, but okay. Yeah, go unlock stuff. I'm bored. Let's go do something else. Catman unlock door. What's the cabin? Huh, it's locked. Not a problem for Cat. Stick finger in lock. Finger break off. There we go. And in you go. Oh, yeah, I don't want anything to do with this. See you around, Dolly. Great. There goes Sam. Oh, right. I love the fact that Red also gets an outfit for this. It's great. I also enjoy that very much. And this doesn't make any beyond words. Intricate collage, personal but distant. I don't remember if it started looping after I looked at it long enough, or if it just kept generating new stuff, and I eventually gave up and went the other direction. I don't know. Is there more to see there? Should I spam on that door for a while and see what happens? Is it worth it? Is it worth by your calculations? I'll give it a minute because, you know, stream delay and all that. Hunt for the beast in the meantime. Beast not in here. Don't think there's anything. Cool, that's what I thought too. Then. Away I go. Incinerator. In progress. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy! I don't recall if there's... of course I don't recall. I don't know if there's worth in surviving the first part. Bird! But it's just a higher being. One of those ones I killed earlier. He's just here. Messing with me. And then there's no way to survive this one. I think. Ah. Wah. Alright, last ending. What you got? It's Pink. Is Pink gonna yell at me some more? The body must have broken. Again. It's me. No! Stop controlling me! So there's nothing else to do. Oh, there he is. So, the blind little lamb fell right into the chasm. What do you want? Do you know how long it has been since we last saw each other? I don't know, but I know who you are. You've helped me, Orange. Your existence is truly a cumbersome one. I cannot truly imagine what you have had to go through. If you want, my friend, I can give you a temporary escape until I find the permanent solution. If that is what you desire? Is that not what we've always done, Orange? Are you mocking me, Pink? Nyah, nyah, nyah. Let us go and make your new body, Pink. Okay. I hope this one will be sufficient. I think this could work. Thanks, Orange. It looked like a rotten jack-o'-lantern. As always, it is hard to know what differences this body will have. We can't know until we try, right? May you rest long, Pink. Thanks, I hope so as well. I hope this will fix me. Maybe you will fix me, Yellow. Okay. Cool. Well, that's a healthy way of dealing with your problems, I suppose. So Orange creates doll. Pink inhabits doll. Pink projects the part of themselves they can't deal with onto doll. Then Pink shatters the doll into pieces so that Pink may rest without accidentally killing anyone. And then the higher beings recruit a human to control the doll in order to get Pink to kill people again. Because they're like, no. We want them to die. You want them to die. The universe wants them to die. Death is all part of it. And I mean, they have a point, but also, that's a weird thing to do, higher beings. I know, they're just trying to help. But they also have creepy grins the entire time and don't feel like telling you the full story. The universe actually mentions that, and when I was replaying, the universe is like, if I tell you too much, it could ruin everything for you. Like, what about learning the universal truths could possibly ruin it for you? Unless what the universe is suggesting is that by learning the nature of what you're there to do, you might not want to do it, in which case I don't feel like learning the universal truths is actually going to make any impact on that, is it? If anything, it might make you accept what it is you're there to do a little bit more, since they're all, truths from that sort of Buddhist standpoint, where everything is one, and the cycle must continue. It's all part of it. It's all part of it. Incinerator 2, incinerate harder. Pink is here. Hey, Orange. Never seen Pink's little smirk before. Oh, yeah, I did put a vid of the mirrored thing in Discord. It's not related, but it feels a little connected to this. It's a small thing. So this is essentially the prolonging the inevitable ending. Pink gets a new doll body and goes right back to the start. Surely this will have no repercussions. Surely it will not. All right, let me have a look here. Second Mirror of Truth cutscene. It's onto the YouTube. All right, give me a second here. Give me a second here. We got to go over here. We got to turn. Oh, the desktop audio is still on. Man, I hope you haven't had an echo this entire time. That would be obnoxious. I'm going to shut off the game sound for just a second here, and then it's going to come back. Maybe if let's go over here where it's quiet. Yeah, like that. And then we turn this on, and then we go over here, and we hit this thing, like that. This is, yeah, that's neat. Yeah, that's neat. Has uploaded this thing. So let's go and have a look because I failed to do the work to get it myself. Thank you. Yeah, that's neat. Appreciate you. There's an extra cutscene you can get if you continue to examine the Mirror of Truth. Let's see it. The cutscene triggers when you have examined the mirror 33 times. All previous times you have examined the mirror on your save file count towards this number. The cutscene cannot be seen after retrieving Red's arm. What do you want? Stop torturing me. Wait. What is it that you really want? Is this some other trick? Or are you trying to help this time? Yes? Apparently yes. Somehow you feel more genuine than what you were before. You seem to be missing an arm. Maybe that is for the best. Nothing good has ever come out of my actions. I know this is Pink, but I'm doing a red voice. I don't know how to stop it all. I feel like I've tried everything. I just want to help. I don't want to be a bad guy. I wake up and people are dead. Are you okay, Red? You're a strange guy. I'll tell you that. Answering no. Sure, let's see it. No! No help. No help. I knew it. You are nothing but a horrible, disgusting, wicked. Are you okay, Red? And away goes Red. I do continue to really enjoy. If you backtrack to Blue, the cutscene after Blue Thief leaves your inventory will be slightly different. Really? Let's see that. This is a thorough video. Don't want to be the bad guy. Wake up and people are dead. Slightly different. Wake up and people are dead. So it seems like Pink is maybe not conscious of their actions when killing. Horrible, disgusting, wicked. That's not that different at all. But thank you for the wow. There's something else going on here. Thank you for the complete version there. Yeah, that's neat. I hope you could hear that. I can't see chat at all during all this. I haven't noticed an echo. I've also put a little comparison of different versions of Myst in Discord, so you don't have to look at them now. They might help you decide if you're wondering what version to play. Very interesting. Slightly different being. Blue's not here. That's it. They deleted the blue. Also, the one other thing that I didn't see is if you do survive Incinerator 2, then there's a small cutscene that where in the universe comments on how all the ashen bodies around Gold Pig's throne before you go to Gold Pig's actual castle, all those are Pink. It didn't occur to me at the time, of course, because, you know, if an entity inside the dimension incinerates themselves, they become a lost soul, and there are a grand total of 12 of those. So it does make sense that when it's showing you the cutscene where it's explaining that those are Pink, it pans out to the right further than you can see, and it's just bodies as far as it can. You know, like they just continue. It's just ash bodies all the way across, and apparently it's all Pink, because every time Pink tried this, they would get this far, get incinerated, get added to the pile, get put into a new body by Orange, and try again. So, yeah. What a nice cycle. We could hear, good. They're all the other doll bodies. It's not the first time Pink has done this, or even the second or third. It's not even the 50th. It's been going on for a while. So really bringing an end to it all is good. But I have to assume that, Pink keeps putting themselves into doll and it's breaking the doll. And then the higher beings are like, here's some presence that will control the doll into doing. Is it always a human? I don't know. What was different about it this time? The universe resets it for us this time. Is that because the human was involved? I don't know. I got questions, but that's all the answers we're getting. And there is Everhood too. We're not going to do that immediately, but I'm curious. We should discuss if Everhood 2 is something I should get on the channel at some point, but there's that at least. So, what do you think? We're only 2 hours into what would be a 4-hour stream, but we've run out of stuff to do. I could just do some replay battles. We could do something else, or we could call it a night. I don't know. I technically do still have to edit my Zelda episode, so it's not a terrible idea to just call it a night and store up for Wednesday, which is when we'll be starting Mist, by the way. That is the plan. It's a good thing you got the Yellow Doll ending, because that one specifically is relevant to the second game from what I've heard. Is that so? Interesting. Once I found out that when I did a little bit of very basic poking around after we finished up on Wednesday, because you may recall, when I finished the last stream, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm done. And then the next day, I was like, well, I'm kind of not done. And I went back in and I got the save file ready, and I also looked at the fact that the ending, I didn't look at what the ending was, but that the ending is different enough to be considered like a separate thing entirely. I was assuming it would be fairly subtle, but it wasn't at all. It was definitely worth it. Yes, Everhood 2. I don't know much about it. I can't really recommend Everhood 2. It's no good. It's not particularly good. That's fair. Sometimes they say the things you had to say in the first attempt, and if you make another one, it doesn't work out so good. Well, I'll poke at it a little bit and see, if it seems worth checking out. But otherwise, this was fun. And like I say, I have been. Let me at least. You see, I have been. I have been doing this some, and it's been fun. It's been fun doing this. I haven't done a lot of the late game stuff, but a lot of the early game stuff, like I say, it's real easy to just sort of put it on the hardest difficulty and then muddle your way through. And what is it? Is it this one? Yeah. I have the second highest score on Vanilla Zig. That was the time that I no-hit Zig. That was my one no-hit Zig. I have not had another since, so I haven't tried since. So yeah, it's not bad. It's not as good as this. Wow, music is still a banger though. It's true. The music is so good in this game. Vanilla and kill mode. Yeah, it's not subtle. Warning: battles can contain more major spoilers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you go into this list, it just shows you all of this. So like, Cat God is listed right there. If you were to go into reconciliation, you would see that entire thing go down. I still don't. It doesn't seem fair to me, right? The Lost Souls are like, yeah, do the thing. Yeah, do it. Yeah, go kill the sun. And then you finish killing the sun, and they're like, screw you. Screw you for what you did, for what we told you to do. And you did it. Screw you. That felt weird. Powerful Zig activities. I was doing my best. I don't have first on anything, but Zig is my highest score. So I'm relatively proud of that as these things go. Frog was hard to no-hit, but I did do it. Let me see here. I think what is the rarest one I've got? It was Zig, I think. No, Frog 2. Frog 2 is actually the rarest no-hit I've got, I think. Neat. That may be the rarest one I've got in this particular game. Nope, Turn Up the Heat is the rarest one I've got, and that's Incinerator 1. And I didn't make it to Incinerator 2, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. Anyway, yeah, I had a good time with this. I had a good time. I'm glad I played it, and I'm glad y'all recommended it to me over the years, and we got to it finally. And I'm glad I came back to finish it up, too, because it didn't feel right not doing everything. I was feeling worn out after last stream because this game does make me feel old because of how bad I am with reflexes. But it was fun. The music's so good. I'm glad to be adding that particular soundtrack to my rotation at like work and such, Fun fact, for the characters you kill, you can find some of the lost spirits as them. Their faces track to specific ones like orange, green mage, and brown mage. Really? How? I thought that the lost spirits were specifically ones who incinerated themselves and therefore couldn't escape. Oh, that is true. That is one other thing I never tried. I'm curious. One last thing I haven't tried. One last thing I never tried. You're creepy about it, aren't you? The mushrooms, they gather around the spirit. The spirit says it's time for you to visit, if you desire. I can't remember. Which one of you is the creepy one? One of you is creepy about all this. 4 spirits awaits. Must kill everyone from this mortal world before we allow you to continue. 30 souls to liberate. You're the one with the 8 ball. And give you something that will help you. Help you find the souls. Some might say it's extra help isn't necessary, but I say I'll take all the help you can get. What is this? Do you want help? Yeah. This lantern, it will help you find souls. Will it? I got a lantern. If you stand still, a guide will show you where the souls are. Oh, there's paws. Is that Sam? Is that the cat god? What would that be? I wonder. Interesting. I think this is the Creepo one. So, Creepo. Kill him. What are you doing? Oh, again? Oh. I can't kill him. Okay, cool. I was just curious. That was the thing I hadn't tried. There we go. So you feel like, as Bilbo would say, butter scraped over too many fast-moving notes. Yes, exactly. Those 4, let me see who's who. These 4 are unknown. These are the ones who were here first. Little Beans, that's the beast. Right at the end of the reconciliation, you can see Green Mage and the others going back to lost spirits and fading away, so you can match the faces to them. I see. It just surprises me that any of them are lost spirits at all, since theoretically when you destroy them, they, should be leaving entirely. But I guess if the lost spirits do represent the people you're killing during the game, that does make more sense that during reconciliation they are the ones who are trying to kill you, since you're the one who killed them. That tracks. Okay, cool. Then I understand. Great. My questions have been answered. So, Everhood. I had a good time. I enjoyed this game a lot. There were things that I feel like they didn't execute the best that they could have, but honestly, I see what they were going for. I respect it. It's a neat idea, and the music is so good that honestly, I could forgive basically any other complaint I had about this game, because the music is so good. It's so good. Everything is lost spirit until the world is destroyed, I think is the situation. Apparently Frog is also one of them. I think he's the one that showed up at the one time in the castle. Yeah, y'all mentioned that. But that was also in a situation where I didn't kill Frog, though. Like, Frog just asked to be removed. Even if you get incinerated here, you can't properly leave because the rest of the world still ties you here. Zob and Rob too, which is why you need to kill the sun, I think. I don't know how Zob, Rob, and Frog got out. Also, if that's true, then what about the millions of other people who we gave access to this place, who then were killed by Pink/Red over the years? Where are their lost souls? Shouldn't they be around too, or are they just sort of like chilling in the background and we don't have to worry about it? I don't know. And I don't get answers on that particular front, so that's fine. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and say, let's call this done for tonight, and I'll spend the rest of my evening editing the Zelda episode so I don't have to get up crazy early in the morning to do just that. Because I've been getting weird sleep lately, and so I feel like taking a little bit of short stream in order to get proper rest, probably worth it. So that's the plan. I'm going to do that. But yes, the plan is Mist, of whichever version it winds up being the right one to do. I'll have a look at what Felix shared. Thank you for that. Seems like only the mages or more specific entities became lost spirits we know. Oh, sure. I guess that would make sense. They were kind of different in their own way, huh? It is a mystery. It was fun, Everhood. Yeah. The end of Everhood. Thank you for playing. Thank you for recommending it. Everhood. It's interesting. See you next time. Yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Thank you for coming. And I hope that your week starts off well. And I hope that it's all right that this is a short stream. I hope that this isn't too disappointing for anyone. But yeah, we should have a nice full-length one on Wednesday where we'll be starting in on Myst. That is the plan. So, yeah. Have yourself a pleasant night, day, whatever you got. I'll see you again soon. Sorry, my preview just was flashing right now. I was doing the thing where I tried to kill the spirit, so there's some delay. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're good. We're good. Anyway, thank you for coming. I'll see you again soon. Have a good night. Goodbye.